Let's talk the center position. Welcome back to the Black and Gold Standard Podcast. And today we want to talk about the center position. This is probably one of the strengths of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have always drafted pretty good in this position. They even invest some high picks in this position. So, with that said, let's kind of get into this. All righty here. So as you know, we're doing the top 5 guys that I believe is the all-time greats for the Steelers. I mean, like I said before, the center position has always been a position of strength for the Steelers, and then had some very good guys in this position. So with that said, let's start it off, and we're gonna start off with the number 5 position, and here we go. Jeff Harding. Jeff Harding's came to the Steelers really at the tail end of his career. Was a all pro guard with the Detroit Lions. When before he moved over to the Steelers and was able to move over to the center position, and did a very good job. Ended up winning the Super Bowl with the Steelers. Was just I think he has a outside shot of being a Hall of Famer. Like I said, he spent most of his time with the Detroit Lions, but when he came over to Pittsburgh, made that move over to center and really didn't miss a beat. And I think right now he's probably the number 5 center of all time that the Steelers have had. So let's go to number 4. Number 4, Ray Mansfield. I guess you could say this is the guy that kind of got it all started. Came in with Chuck Noll, won 4 Super Bowls or 2 Super Bowls, I think. 2-time Pro Bowler, 2-time second team All Pro. Kind of like I said, he's kind of the guy that kind of made the mold of what the Steelers want in their center, and he ran with that and did pretty good with that. All right, so let's go with number 3, Marquise Pouncey, first round guy. They got probably I think he's the highest drafted center that the Pittsburgh Steelers ever took. Had a chance to. They actually got to a Super Bowl, but I think he was injured, so he didn't get to play. But a fringe Hall of Famer. He has a good shot of maybe making it. Again, he kept that tradition going of, just being a rugged, athletic center, and just kept the tradition of great centers going for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that said, let's go to our number 2 guy. This was a hard one because really he could have been number 1. Demarni Dawson got a chance to play in the Super Bowl, didn't win it, but just a big time athletic guy, and at the time probably was the best at his position when he played. Um, 2012 was put into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And again, like I said, he just kept that tradition of great centers for the Pittsburgh Steelers going. Like I said, he could have easily been number one on this list, but I didn't have him. I didn't put him there. But all decade team. I mean, he was great. Like I say, he just um, what the Steelers wanted in their center, he was that guy. And actually, when he first got drafted to the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think they drafted him as a guard, and they converted him over to center. So with that said, let's go right to the number one guy, Mike Webster, four-time Super Bowl winner. This was a guy back in my younger days, I couldn't understand. I was like, man, it's freezing out here, and this guy's playing with no sleeves. Just was just the heart of the offense. Um, was always the definition of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those teams in the 70s and 80s. I mean, he was just like the face. He was always one of those guys that you would say, the first guy off the bus. It was Mike Webster. Kind of unfortunate how his life kind of ended at the end. But he was a solid guy, Hall of Famer. So again, I think he kind of was really that second guy in line, and he really ran with it, and was one of the Pittsburgh Steelers greats. So with that said, that is my top 5 all time leading centers for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we will see you later. And I think the next episode we'll probably do the offensive tackles. All right. Until then, take care. Talk to you later.